Today, we are going to discuss the decision to make between the new 2025 Subaru Forester that is coming out and the outgoing 2024 model. You can still get both right now. There are some limitations on that. I'm going to cover that in detail in today's video, but we're going to be covering some key differences. One is going to be price, of course. I know a lot of people are looking for the best value. Second is going to be looking at features, which features make the most sense for you and what you personally prefer. And lastly, we're going to be talking about availability and timing. Whenever you anticipate purchasing your new Subaru, that's going to dictate which model year you're going to want to go after. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Alex. I like to share weekly videos just like this on everything that you could possibly ever need to know on Subarus. So if you think you might enjoy those kinds of videos, consider clicking that subscribe button down below. It's absolutely free for you. I try to provide as much free value and information on Subarus as possible. And if you have questions, leave those down in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer those for you. First, let's talk about price comparisons. We have a 2024 right in front of me. I have the 2025s coming very soon. More details on that here in just a moment. I'm going to share ETAs on when exactly you can expect those to start arriving at dealer lots because orders for those have just opened. But first, let's talk about price. So the 2024, if you look at a base trim, the MSRP with destination delivery is going to put you at $28,440. Now, if you compare that to the exact same trim line, the 2025 Subaru Forester base trim, it's going to be $31,090 after destination and delivery. So the other distinction there is that, that's assuming you pay MSRP for it. A lot of this remaining 24 inventory is being sold at a discount below MSRP, whereas with the 2025, you're probably not going to see a discount on those right out of the gate, at least not until the 24 inventory is sold off. So not only is the price going to start off lower when you compare MSRPs on a 24, but you're also going to have the option to get it below that window sticker price when you compare to a 25 model year. So the purchase price is just one aspect of your price comparison. You also have the interest rate or the APR if you're intending to finance the vehicle. And right now, the Subaru Forester has among some of our lowest interest rates. Subaru just released the 2.9% APR up to 72 months. Obviously, for those who qualify for that rate, that's going to be an incredible rate when you compare to the average new car interest rate right now. So if you want to take advantage of the lowest price and the lowest interest rate, then it almost becomes a no-brainer. At that point, you're going to want to try to get one of the last remaining 2024 models. The APR offers change month to month, so there's no guarantee that Subaru will continue this, but as of right now in North America, that offer is valid through to May 31st, 2024. Now, maybe the price difference isn't as big of a deal for you, and more so you're looking at features, or you at least want to know what you're paying extra for on the 2025 model. And I'm going to share the key details and differences with you now. So starting out, you have the exterior design. Here is what the 2019 through 2024 generation Subaru Forester looks like. And now they've changed the exterior design to look like this. This is a 2025 Subaru Forester. You see a lot of the same characteristics and elements, but it is a different design, and some people aren't used to the new design yet. And with that, you might not like it. Maybe you want to get the older one because of this, or maybe you're somebody who really likes the new design and you want to get that new latest and greatest Subaru Forester. There's also a new color called River Rock Pearl. So if you like the new color, this gray color that Subaru offers on the 25, that'd be another reason why you might want to go with the newest one. Next has to do with the inside of the car. So on the inside, the 2024 Subaru Forester is either going to have this 8-inch touchscreen display or a 6.5-inch touchscreen display. And you're going to have these tactical climate controls. This is an important distinction because I have had customers tell me that they prefer these tactical controls over the now all digital controls in the larger touchscreen display. If you are curious, we're sitting in a 24 Subaru Crosstrek right now, but it has this 11.6-inch touchscreen display that the new 25 Forester is getting. So Subaru is moving all of their lineup over to this larger display with the exception of the base trims. The base trims will have two smaller 7-inch displays here, but it'll have the same contents, and your climate controls will, for the most part, still be completely digital with these soft touch keys. You have some physical controls over on the side here, and I actually quite like this display. I have it in my Outback, which was the first model to get it, and you can very easily set up your climate to automatically adjust for you. So it'll adjust your fan speed based on the temperature you set right here very quickly and easily without you having to do much. But it does take some getting used to, and it is true, you no longer have those tactical dials down here that you can probably more easily control while driving. If you're somebody that prefers the smaller touchscreen display and you want a way to get it in a 2025 Subaru Forester, I'm going to share with you a little bit of a hack, a little bit of a thing that nobody probably knows about yet, and that is that the 2025 Subaru Forester Wilderness trim. This is the Wilderness trim we are in right now. This is a 24 model year, but it's going to be identical and remain unchanged for the 25, which means you're going to be able to get that same touchscreen display with the tactical controls in the Wilderness trim only. So that is a small workaround. If you are somebody who prefers the smaller touchscreen display, and you're not maybe in a position yet to buy a Subaru Forester, but maybe later in the year, you'll have an option to get that in the 25. So the smaller touchscreen display that has been out since 2019 on the Forester is going to remain standard on the Subaru Forester Wilderness in the 25 model year. Details haven't been released yet, and we're not sure what the price point is going to be on the 25 Wilderness, but I imagine since they're not changing much and it's supposed to remain unchanged, the price shouldn't go up by much more, if any at all. Another bit of information to know, if you are somebody that likes to utilize your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, although the outgoing generation does have it, it requires you to plug your phone into these USB inputs down here to enable it, whereas now the new ones are wireless connectivity. So you can have your phone in your pocket, in your purse, in your backpack, wherever. You don't even have to have it out, it just has to be in the car to connect wirelessly to the touchscreen display, which then allows you to mirror your apps like your navigation, your music, and phone calls. Sadly though, on the 2025 base trim Forester with the dual display, it does not have wireless connectivity, but it'll still have CarPlay and Android Auto. Next, I'm going to share with you the difference in availability on the 24 compared to the 25 model year. But before we get to that, there are two other key features that you need to know about that are only on the 25 Subaru Forester. One is going to be the power liftgate. So you have a power liftgate on almost all of these 2024 Subaru Foresters that are operated with your key fob, a button here, or a button inside. Now that remains the same for the 25 except for one key detail, and that is a kick activated hands-free option for your liftgate. So this doesn't have a kick activated option, it only has the button option. So essentially what you'll be able to do is wave your foot right there and the power liftgate will open up without having to use your hands. So pretty neat. An important distinction though, if you do anticipate installing a trailer hitch, that removes that kick activated sensor that's going to be on the new one. And also, if you get a Subaru Forester Wilderness, it probably won't have that because it's supposed to remain the exact same as the 24. And then lastly, if you have a base trim or another 25 model year that doesn't come equipped or even optional power liftgate, you're not going to have it either. So the trim level that you're looking at is also going to dictate some of these features and equipment that are on it. And the last feature is going to be a surround view 360 camera. This is a bird's eye view that gives you the ability to see around the car whenever you are trying to park. Now, I don't have a 25 Subaru Forester here yet to show you and demonstrate that, but I do have a 2024 Subaru Ascent with this exact same feature, and to give you an example of exactly how it works. Here's a look at what the 360 surround view camera looks like. So you have this initial view where you have your regular backup camera, and up above you can see how close you are in the lines in your parking space, and you can toggle here to change that to the different views. So you can quickly see how this can be valuable if you're trying to park in a parking space or maybe you're parallel parking. The last detail I want to share with you guys when we compare these two model years is availability and your timeline. So if you're looking to buy something here now, sooner rather than later, then you still have the option to get a 24. Now you can't order a 2024 model year anymore, so you're going to be left with the remaining inventory. At our dealership right now, with the lower interest rates and the discounted prices, there's been a big push for these 24 model year Foresters. And so we only have 4. We have these 3 here and then the one kind of hiding back over there. We have about 19 or 20 that are still on the way for May that are not sold yet, but that's going to be the last remaining Subaru Foresters that we're going to get in the 24 model year. Starting in June, we're going to be getting our first 2025 Subaru Foresters. And if you want to do a custom order, if you want to build one out exactly however you wish, right now, if you order, this is May 3rd, so if you order a 25, you're likely going to get it in July. Probably end of July is when you can expect to get it. If you're looking for a specific color option, maybe you don't want a red and instead you would like a gray, you do have the option sometimes to have your local dealership do a dealer trade. Now, that's not always the case. It's always subject to that individual Subaru store on whether or not they A, have the inventory, and B, want to trade it with you, because it does take some additional work, and some dealerships just truthfully are not as willing to put in the extra effort to make that trade happen. So there are some options. Although 24 Forester inventory is going to be limited, there's some options there on trim and color. And of course, if you're looking at a 2025, you're gonna have a lot more options to choose from, because worst case scenario, if the dealership doesn't have that exact trim and color that you want, they can do a custom order to get it for you. I hope you guys found some value and enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, as always, leave those down below. If you liked this video, please remember to click the like button. That helps me out a lot, and I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.